All right, guys, we got Bitcoin today looking very, very healthy, to say the least. Bitcoin wants to hit $40,000. We've been kind of, for the last 10 hours, making our way up to 40,000. As we get close, we kind of dump a little bit. Overall, your altcoins looking good as well. XRP back almost up to 63 cents. Cardano is another one. It's kind of funny. Bitcoin trying to make it to $40,000. Cardano trying to make it to 40 cents. It's like the little engine that could, but like I've been saying for a long time, guys, Bitcoin always pumps first. Bitcoin will basically outperform a lot of the altcoins before a lot of the altcoins catch up. I do think once Bitcoin hits $40,000, we're probably going to get a rejection at $40,000, maybe go back down to like 38.5, something like that. I don't think we're going to just hit $40,000 and go unless we get that ETF approval. But once Bitcoin makes its way above 40 and kind of hangs out there, I think these altcoins are going to absolutely go crazy. I think Cardano will be catching up to the kind of gains that Solana had over the last year. I think Cardano, I always said, getting to 75 cents to $1 by the end of the year is absolutely in the cards, and that's what I would expect. We'll see what happens. It doesn't have to happen. Cardano does what it wants to do, but in the end, Cardano will be between $5 and $10. Dogecoin's been looking good, hanging out above 8 cents. VeChain still at 2.5 cents. I saw Theta is still above $1, or Theta still above $1 at $1.06, which Theta hanging out above $1 to me is extremely bullish. All right, let's talk a little bit about Bitboy first. I found this to be absolutely hilarious. Bitboy today, last couple of days he's been talking about his divorce, talking about how he needs a good divorce attorney. Here he is right here. It's hard to make someone happy with half when 90% isn't good enough. She told me, of course, this is Bitboy on Twitter talking about his ex-wife, Bethany. They're going through a divorce. She told me she was going to take everything from me, make it to where I have to have and make it where I do not have an income. This threat to me was the final straw for me and why I decided to leave once and for all. Well, I thought she left him. He was having an affair, and he actually live streamed the affair. He was caught having an affair, and then he still continued to hang out with this side chick, which he's still continuing to do. Here he is. I begged to do all this without lawyers, and at least attempt to negotiate before getting lawyers involved. She agreed and lied to my face, saying she would wait until January while we sort out the business litigations. Now I have to find a lawyer who can match their aggressiveness. And then here he is right here. He makes this tweet on December 1st. Looking for the best Georgia divorce lawyer that exists. Would appreciate some recommendations if anyone has any in mind. And it's kind of funny. Crypto Rand Nooner, Crypto Banter, who is just as sleazy overall as Ben Armstrong, and of course has done far more damage to the cryptocurrency than Ben Armstrong, had to chime in. I feel really sorry, and truly relieved for Bitboy's wife. Here's this guy. Bitboy's wife stood by him while he cheated on her in front of millions of people, and his hubris is so big. Hubris is so big. He's now publicly asking for the best divorce lawyer, so he can further crush her with money, just like he does with everybody else. I have never hated him more. Wow. Ben Armstrong not getting much love here. I posted, I'd say Rand is a worse human being than Ben, but not by much. This guy, this is what happens when too much money comes your way too quick. It goes straight into your head. I responded, especially if you're a crackhead. A lot of people just basically shitting on Ben. This guy is bad to the core. Rand, don't feel sorry for her. She's going to get everything in the divorce settlement. I pretty much agree with that. I always say Ben Armstrong, he's his own worst enemy. He's very talented, but by him putting everything publicly like this, it's going to blow up in his face. All this stuff he's posting on Twitter is going to be used in court. I've been a private investigator for 20 years. I've done my share of cheating spouse cases, divorce cases, domestic cases. Everything right now is going to court. She's probably going to get almost everything. I mean, I wouldn't be because she has the kids and all that stuff, and she's currently, I believe, watching the kids. She's probably going to get like at least 80% of everything that Ben Armstrong has. So by him posting this stuff on Twitter, he's basically just digging his own grave. Like I said, guys, I made a video a couple years ago. I said karma will eventually get Ben Armstrong, and karma has gotten Ben Armstrong more than ever. Now we need to see karma get Rand Nooner, though. Rand Nooner, like, he has a lot of balls even posting to this. I'm not saying Rand Nooner cheated on his wife, but he really cheated on his community by pumping and dumping every scam in the book. I mean, Rand Nooner was caught pumping a coin, then dumping them on people. Crypto Exposed, YouTuber who has now been removed from YouTube, he actually showed all the evidence that that's what Rand Nooner did, to the point where Rand Nooner had to come out and make an apology video. So I would say Rand Nooner is way more skeezy than Ben Armstrong. But anyway, this is the drama going on with Ben Armstrong right now. He's looking for a divorce lawyer, and now his wife is coming at him really, really hard. So it looks like, you know, I feel like at first his wife Bethany was probably just like, whatever, we'll work it out. Then her friends probably got a hold of her, and her family, and they're probably like, you know, this guy embarrassed you in front of millions of people. He's a piece of shit. You need to come at this guy hard. And I believe now that's what she's doing. So that's how all divorces go anyway. They always end bad. They start out like, oh, we're going to end amicably. And then they end kind of like the way Ben Armstrong's divorce is going. And a lot of times when divorce lawyers get involved, they make things worse because they are sleazy and they're just looking out for themselves. All right, let's see what else is going on. Bullish for Cardano? Cardano's latest development report shows promising network data. The report provides key statistics within Cardano network, including the launch of 150 projects. That's pretty good, 150 projects. And the ongoing development of 1,304 projects and 9.1 million native tokens. If you guys are sleeping on Cardano, you guys are going to be, this time next year, everybody shitting on Cardano is going to be like curtains. It's going to be silent, just like they were in 2018, 2019, when they were all shitting on Cardano. The latest development report from IOG Input Output Global for Cardano reveals a thriving blockchain ecosystem and significant advancements in technology and community engagements. The report outlines key achievements across various facets of Cardano's development, with the site reliability engineering SRE team playing a pivotal role in improving Cardano's network. Cardano network statistics. Okay, 150 projects launched with 1,304 ongoing projects. 9.1 million native tokens created, and the establishment of 81,447 token policies demonstrate the customizable and diverse use of Cardano's asset creation capabilities. 79.2 million transactions were processed, reflecting an increase in reliability and adoption. What's next for Cardano? Cardano has been gaining traction alongside other major altcoins. Cardano has experienced significant monthly gains, surpassing 25% in the month. However, the bullish momentum has not been sustained, with over half of Cardano holders facing unrealized losses. Well, not if you were buying Cardano at 23 cents like we were telling you on this channel. Most people who are buying Cardano haven't even bought it yet. Most of the people are going to be buying Cardano at $1 and $2, and that's who we're going to be selling all our bags to. Here's a pretty cool article I found. U.S. judge warns SEC over false and misleading request in crypto case. So, as you guys know, I mean, the SEC's been going after crypto like mad dogs over the last year, going after exchanges, Coinbase, everything under the book, and they've been losing a lot of their cases, and a lot of these judges are not pro SEC. And here's one example right here. A federal judge threatened to sanction the SEC's lawyer after their false argument prompted a court to impose a temporary restraining order on crypto firm Debtbox. A federal judge on Thursday warned Securities and Exchange Commission SEC attorney that he may sanction them for allegedly convincing the court to freeze a crypto firm's assets under false and misleading pretenses, a court filing shows. Now, remember, they also did this with Binance. You know, the SEC came out against Binance.us, and they tried to seize all of their assets, and the court came out and they said, what are you talking about? You have to present proof, and they had no proof. So the SEC has been overreaching almost to a point of, in my opinion, fraud. They've been acting fraudulent. According to an order issued by U.S. District Court Judge Robert Shelby of the U.S. District Court in Utah, the SEC's attorney could be sanctioned for making misleading arguments about crypto projects. Debtbox alleges efforts to transfer its assets and investor funds overseas, leading to a court to freeze the project's bank account. The SEC's misrepresentation undermined the integrity of the case proceedings, in addition to causing Debtbox irreparable harm. So that probably means this Debtbox company is going to be suing the SEC and probably get billions of dollars. Sanctions are penalties a court imposes, blah, blah, blah. So here we go. A federal judge first slapped this Debtbox company with a temporary restraining order restricting its access to its assets in August. However, he later dissolved the order after Debtbox demonstrated it had neither moved funds outside the U.S. nor closed its bank accounts. 2 days before a hearing over the SEC's request to freeze its funds, Debtbox lawyers said in the filing, the SEC's Utah office did not immediately respond to a request. So this is so basically what the SEC is doing at this point, they're just making shit up, which we've all known for the last year. If they don't like you and they want to take you down, they'll just say, well, they're fraudulent. And they just make up lies, and then they show those lies to a judge, and the judge will basically say, oh, well, it's the SEC. I guess we're going to investigate these lies, but in the meantime, we're going to shut down this company's assets. They end up shutting down the company loses millions of dollars, and then it's later determined that the SEC essentially made the whole thing up. So this is why the sentiment has changed against the SEC, and why I think that we're probably going to get a ETF. I think the Coinbase lawsuit against the SEC is going to be a giant victory for Coinbase, just like it was for Ripple and XRP. And I feel like once Trump gets elected, which it looks like he's probably going to get elected in the election next year, I think the entire SEC is going to be overhauled. I think the SEC you see today with Gary Gensler is all going to be gone. I'm not even worried. I almost see the SEC now as like a paper tiger in a way. All right, so that's that. And just to show you guys that we probably are going to get that ETF very, very soon. You know, I saw some people saying we might get the ETF this month, like December 17th. Of course, most people were saying we might get it in January. I found this article, which kind of goes to show that a lot of these funds are really anticipating that ETF. Grayscale setting up for Bitcoin ETF race by hiring industry veteran from Invesco. John Hoffman spent over 17 years at investment manager Invesco and will lead Grayscale's distribution and partnership team. Crypto asset manager Grayscale has hired blah, 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 John Hoffman to lead its distribution and partners. 6 weeks before a decision is set to come out whether the company will be allowed to launch a spot ETF. So why would they be hiring this guy? Most likely paying him, I don't know, millions of dollars a year in anticipation of this ETF. So I think a lot of times these funds, like, they already have the inside baseball that, you know, they're close with the SEC. I think a lot of these SEC guys say, hey, look, it looks like you're going to be approved. We just can't make any formal announcement until January. But I just can't see Grayscale and all these other funds hiring people. And they're not hiring like $10 an hour customer service reps. They're hiring multi-million-dollar salary people to come in to oversee these ETFs. So, and on top of that, you have Bitcoin absolutely pumping. Why is Bitcoin pumping right now? It's because of the ETF. You know, Bitcoin at 39,781. This is all ETF hype. Of course, you have the Bitcoin halving as well. But look, most people right now are expecting we're going to get that ETF. So, like I said, guys, I mean, we're essentially at $40,000. We're what, $30 or $40 away from, or $100 away from $40,000. So we're gonna hit it. Maybe we already did hit it today. I don't even know. Maybe we hit it and then we got rejected. I do think we're gonna get rejected off $40,000, but I could be wrong. We could keep going up. I have no idea. Usually we get a rejection first, but like I said, guys, Bitcoin pumps first, then we got the altcoins pumping. I totally expect a lot of these altcoins by the end of the year to totally catch up with Bitcoin and catch up with a lot of these altcoins that have already pumped. XRP $1 by the end of the year would not surprise me. Cardano 75 cents to $1 would not surprise me. Theta up to $2 by the end of the year wouldn't surprise me. You know, I always say the one thing I love about Theta, I love the team. I love what they're doing with the decentralized video. I love how they're based out of the United States. I love how last bull market they went from 20 cents to $15. There's nothing I don't like, but the most important thing to like about Theta is how freaking volatile they are. This time last month, Theta 55 cents, now $1.70. It just goes to show Theta, when it wants to pump, it can pump. Theta could be $2 tomorrow and it wouldn't be surprising. Theta can be a rocket ship. And that's the kind of coins you want to be in to make money, which is probably why Theta is going to outperform most altcoins, in my opinion. And you also have Bitboy now pumping it. So, okay, guys, we'll monitor the situation. I think we're going to hit $40,000 very soon. Everything looking bullish. All those stupid YouTubers are told you this time last year Bitcoin was dead, going to $3,000, going to $8,000. They've all been proven wrong. So stop listening to them. They're going to lead you right into the gutter. Just follow those 4-year cycles. Okay, like and subscribe. Talk to you later.